Hang in there, troops. Got the outside wall covered in hemlock. Got some bats on down about there somewhere, I think, till I ran out. So before I go insulating in here, I need to do some stuff. And up in here somewhere, we're going to have a hole go through with a piece of conduit for a coaxial cable. And I need to do it without hitting the stud or hitting the bat. It's going to be fun. And down here we got to do the heater vent. And Dave said, put Cat 5 in the wall. So here's the plan. I've got a pulling elbow. That means this panel comes off. I'm going to go hole some. I measured inside and I measured from the outside using window glass for reference. So I should be good to go in between here. Well, let's find out. Success! There you go. Screw holes. So now what's going to happen is that's going to get mounted right up in there. She's going to get whopped in there good with silicone. We'll be pretty gracious with the silicone here. Pretty good charge of her. Loop up them holes. Find a screw. They're here. It's pretty straight in reference to my bat. So, I should be able to screw this thing to the wall. Blue screws, anything like that. Future plans, hoping this year, is to put a small tower right in here somewhere. And it's going to be a crank-up tower. They're both here on site. I got them a couple years ago from Silent Key, from his wife. Some of his radio gear. Got some antennas and some radio gear and other stuff like that. So he'd be pretty happy to know his stuff is and will still be getting used. Figure out my length of conduit to go from there to here. I'm gonna want, what do we got? 7 inches to the face of the stud, plus another 3/4. And let's give it 8 inches. There we go. One coax hole. I'm putting blocks up in the top of these bays. So when that little tower goes up, which is not a climbable tower, it's a tilt down tower, but it has something to attach the thing to here on the building. Be able to lag a bracket right into the wall here and not have to worry about trying to get it into studs. And have something to hit here over 2 bay spread. Conduit's in, tower blocking is in. If that was a climbable tower, that's not how we would do it. But you'll see later on how it's all going to come together. Good old green hemlock. She sure does drill nice. time to play surgery. Gotta cut off all this old silicone that's stuck to this thing. Shouldn't be too bad. And I got this all siliconed. Just about like so. I have more bats to put on. They'll come down around this thing and up around this thing. It'll look pretty nice, I think. And in order to get this ducting to all fit together, we might be able to do it from the inside. I'm not sure. But right here, we've got screws. And this piece here will come off. So if we mount the heater and need to do work from the outside, that's fine. We can still do it from out here to get everything to slide together. Oh yeah, things are changing. Dave said put Cat 5 in the wall. So I'm putting in 2 lines. And we're not running them up next to the AC lines, because AC has a skin effect, and we don't want that 60 hertz getting onto the Cat 5 line. So. Ooh, look at that. You know what that means? We're getting closer to having walls. Dude, this isn't your house. Go back outside. I finally caught him. Dude, out here is your home. Been working on this corner. We got her all stripped out, cleaned out, spaced out. Got wiring in the wall. That black is Cat 5. Dave said put Cat 5 in. So yep, still gotta run it up overhead here a little bit. We're getting there. Another day. She's all insulated. Look at that. Yes, sir. Struggling?
Very much.
I always heard you had a big hole.
Yep, I do. I've been told I'm a big hole too, but.
I got the counter dance here. Oh, it's the last piece.
It's the final countdown?
Yes. I won't sing it for you. That will clear the room.
Trim will hide that.
Oh yeah. That'll get worked right in.
You missed.
What the hell I missed? We've got the wall done. Finally. So now I can play electrician. If you might have seen in other videos, all these switches and stuff used to be surface mounted before. But having ripped all this old nasty mouse insulation out, everything's redone. I've recessed the boxes. Looks better now. Clean up detail.
Finally got her to do something.
Yeah.
How did hammer class go?
We did hammer school earlier, didn't we?
No, definitely not. Definitely.
Definitely we did.
I think she earned the F.
Yeah, and that wasn't for fantastic. If you're not comfortable with electrical work, don't get into this type of stuff. Me, I've done this forever, and I had two uncles who were electricians. So yeah, that doesn't mean I'm an electrician, but you know, being around them, you learn things. So yeah, on this side, I'm doing the new addition out there, which is just the hallway lights and the ceiling fan. And then over here is going to be the light in the old building with the three-way. Not a big deal. It's fun trying to get this many wires all somewhat the same length, evenness. Which these ones ain't, so we're just gonna twist them together and then we'll trim them off here. I got a live wire right there, that black one. You touch that, you're gonna be disappointed. Now the reason I need to know which one of these loads goes to what is because I need to know which one the three-way switch goes on. I don't want to put a three-way switch on the fan. Well, let's see what turns on and what doesn't. Oh, look at that, first time. Okay, I know that one is a fan, so therefore I know the other one is the hallway lights. I turned the circuit breaker on, nothing exciting happened. That's good. Well, let's see what happens. This should turn the fan on, right there. Cool. Nothing exciting. And a three-way switch in the middle should turn on the lights down the hallway there you see on the wall. Nice! This is a dead wire. That's the traveler for this old part. So I'm getting that put in. It's raining out. Thankfully, we need it and a lot more there, so. Ooh, thunder too. Figure I'll work on some of these indoor projects. Definitely don't have the time to waste.
Are you sure you got it? Yep, I think so. Here we are. Time to land this plane. We made it to the beach resort. See? I told you I could be a co-pilot. Yes, you did. Come in, we're here. Welcome to the Blue Resort Spa. Oh, Trixie, I think there's something wrong with our reservation. Yeah, we did not. And Dulcie, woohoo! I'm taking this bag over here. Hey, you want to share the bag?
There we go.
Oh, don't forget to subscribe.
Pigtail for each one, connected in with common ground, comes from the feeder and goes up to the next load through the switch and goes up to the quad bank we'll get to next. Seems like it's bright out, it's getting brighter, but we actually do have thunder going over still. Dave should be proud. He's watching Hose Dragger. Anyway, there. Got the quad bank all connected together. Now it's gonna go in the hole. Let's see if all this works. Fan turns on. Fan does not turn on until we turn the switch on. Fan turns on. We got power this far, we should have power up there in that one. Yep, everything's working, just what we want. Just one thing after another. So I got this thing mounted up, used to be over there on that wall, and plugged it in, went to turn it on. Yeah, friggin' arcing inside of there, I can hear it. So, it doesn't turn on, crap's arcing, it ain't staying in here. So that's the second one that's burnt up. There's one that was a year and a half ago, burnt up too. Not impressed with these fans. Well, that's another good chunk of this project done. There's plenty more to come. Catch you in the next one.